What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Lou Hughes, Chief Leaderologist in Houston, Texas, coming to you again. Look, we're going to be talking about vision boards. You see, I'm all in the midst of creating mine for this year, 2016. My wife's already created hers. Look, we're going to have a good time. I waited intentionally, and I really want to come to you today to have some fun, to create that vision board. But I want to change the name to not just vision board, because we're going to create that, but we want to create a manifestation board. That's right. We want to make sure that we just don't create vision without action. We want to make sure that that thing comes to manifestation. Look, Proverbs 29:18 says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." Look, I don't know if you know or not, but the second Saturday in January is really National Vision Board. Those of you who do not know that, that is a fact. You can look it up, you can Google it. This is an opportunity for everybody to get together. People are throwing parties, people are getting together, living out their dreams, visualizing it, making sure that they see it every day, they focus on it every day to make sure it happens. And today I'm going to show you how to create, that's right, your vision/manifestation board. Now look, there's a couple of things you're going to need. Look, I'm going to give you the basic supplies. Take a look at the screen. These are the things that you're going to need just to get started. You can do more. Look, this is totally up to you. You can get as many things and be as creative as you want. But look, I'm going to tell you what the basics are. So some supplies. You're going to need some poster board, maybe some canvas. I mean, it's totally up to you. You can even frame this thing. But look, I want you to get something that's going to be right for you, something that'll fit in your household, something that you can actually hang up and look at the end of the day. You're going to need some rubber cement or some glue. You're going to need some magazines, get some pictures, some photographs, scissors, and look, just anything else that's fun. I mean, you can use markers on this thing. You can use magic markers, pen and ink. I don't care what it is, make it your own. The more creative that it is, and really, if it's something that's for you, the better it will be for you. So let's get creative, guys. So look, most of you should know, but what is a vision board, and why do I keep mentioning manifestation board? Well, I'm going to tell you why. This is what a vision board is. A vision board is simply a pictorial representation, really, of your year, what you would like to manifest or be inspired by in the upcoming year. I mean, whether we buy poster boards, canvas panels, glue, and all that sparkling stuff to make it, at the end of the day, you want these things to come true. You don't want to just post up pictures, glue pictures, and then at the end of the year, you just had a frame collage of everything you thought you were going to get. No, you want to create a manifestation board at the end of the day, which really starts with the vision board. You want to have clear things in mind. I mean, you gotta dig deep. I mean, you gotta think about pictures that inspire you, maybe for some goal that you've been wanting to achieve. Look, you may be wanting a new car. You may be wanting a new house. You may be wanting something better for your marriage. You may be wanting something better for your kids. Look, find the pictures. Find the things that really paint that picture of what you want. Look, my wife posted up furniture, cars. I mean, she literally has checked these things off year after year of things that she wanted, that she visualized, that she prayed about, and these things manifested. And see, that's the key thing. What are you doing every single day to focus on the end result in mind? Okay, now look, there are 3 basic steps to create your vision board. First, you want to create the vision. That's number 1, create the vision. Second, you want to complete the visual, and then you want to commit to the visualization. I'm going to break each one of those down so you'll know it. Let's first talk about creating the vision. So what do you need to do that? Well, in order to create the vision, I think you got to think about 2 things. So you're sitting there at home, you're sitting there at the vision board party, you're sitting there at the meeting, wherever you're at, and you're thinking to yourself, if you've never done one before, and even if you have, you're at the next vision board, and you're thinking, okay, now how do I focus? What do I think about? Well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you some ideas, and here's how it goes. Look, when you're creating a vision, you got to think about family, faith, friends, fitness, financial field, which I call learning social security. We'll get into that. So let me give you some ideas about each one. So as you're writing, you can think about things that you may want for this coming year. And you can do one for this year. You can do one That's your ultimate vision board of things you're going to check off year after year. You can do one for your family. You can do one for your friends. You can do one for yourself personally, your business. You can do one for everything. So there's no rocket science, but whatever it is, you want to make sure that thing comes to manifestation. So let's talk about the first one. We got the family. So let me give you some things to think about when you're trying to create that vision. Some things you want to think about. Look, in reference to the family, there may be that ideal vacation you want to go on, anniversary, big parties you want to have, any personal time. You may even be thinking about things you may want to change from a vision. Maybe you need to become a better listener. Maybe you need to forgive somebody. Maybe you need to be a good role model. I don't know. Maybe you need to be loving and respectful. Whatever it is, you can put that on your vision board. You can find a picture of someone being loving. You can find a good relationship. You can find someone trying to be a role model. You can put that on your vision board and you can see it and try to emulate it every day and do things to focus on it. And then we got faith while you write these things down. Look, you may want to become a minister. You may want to become a layman. You may want to become a deacon. I don't know. Find the pictures that will give you that visual of what you see, what you view a good deacon, a pastor, or whatever it is you want to become in the ministry or in your faith. You may want to just read the Bible. You may have a picture of you completing the Bible. Maybe you've never done it. I don't know. Maybe you want to understand 52 scriptures in 52 weeks. Have them memorized at the end of the year. Maybe your faith is you want to read 4 or 5 books. Maybe you've never read any books. Maybe your goal is simply, hey, I'm going to read 4 spiritual books, or I'm going to dive in and do 2 work studies or something in reference to the Bible. So maybe we have a vision for our friends. Look, maybe we got some grandiose wedding that we want to attend. Maybe we have a wedding of our own. Maybe we want to get together with friends. Maybe we have a vision of taking a trip with the girls, with the guys. Maybe it's some ideal getaway for the weekend. I don't know. Maybe it's going to Cancun. Wherever it is, post that thing up. Maybe it's something you want to do with your friends you've never done before. Look, it may be something simple. Maybe you want to communicate once a month with your family members. I mean, how many people don't even call their brothers and sisters or cousins until we get around to family reunions, until we see them on holidays? You know, I did something several years ago. I started calling certain people once a quarter. If you've gotten a phone call from me randomly out of the blue, I hate to tell you, but yes, I intentionally put you on my calendar. So I would make sure that I reached out to you even if you did not reach out to me. It didn't have anything to do with you. That was something that I posted as my vision. Look, I tell you, if you don't focus on it, if you don't put it up and see it every day, you're only human. You may forget it. But if you have a vision board for your best, our church has something saying your best 7 years ever. Look, I believe that. Right now, I'm living in my best 7 years. You can live in your best 7 years too, but you have to visualize it. You have to complete the vision. Oh, and I know some people got fitness goals. So forget the New Year's resolutions. I want you to have a vision board that turns into a manifestation board. Look, if you keep seeing the ideal of what you want you to be, I promise you, if you keep seeing somebody working out, eventually you gotta say, well, I gotta start working out. If you keep saying affirmations over, if you find affirmations to put underneath the person that's working out and you say them every day, it's impossible for you to not feel convicted, and it's impossible for you to not work out. And if you see it every day, there's pressure that you put on yourself. Look, you gotta post it up. If you need to post up a workout facility, whatever your fitness goal is in reference to eating, nutrition, all of that, eat the right foods, maybe you want to eat better, healthier, more vegetable salads, look, post it up. Don't say, I can't do it. This is the year. This is the time. There is no better time than the present. You can do it, but you have to visualize. You have to see yourself doing it. At the end of the day, you got to do things every day to make sure that thing manifests. And look, if you have a major illness, cancer, you may want to post up somebody that has been cured and living. You may want to post up someone that's been delivered from that cancer. Look, if you know a friend, you know somebody who's prayed, there's so many things you can Google and post up. There's somebody that prayed and they've been delivered from cancer, from diabetes. look, from bad hearts. I just recently had one really close friend get a brand new heart. He decided to retire. And ironically, he thought he was going to be having short-term, long-term, and eventually retire. As soon as he retired, several weeks later, he got called for a heart after waiting for 2 years. I don't know if he had a vision board. I can tell you this, my son prayed for him every night. My son would visualize him being healed. He doesn't even know what a vision board is. He could see it. He would read stuff. He would see people and say, he is going to be healed. Do you know what that does for me? Do you know how impactful that is when a kid believes strongly enough and visualize that healing, and when it actually happens, he thinks about the commitment that he had all those years, for 2 years, and all of a sudden, all of that is like, it can happen. Belief sets in. That's what happens when we create vision boards, and that's what happens when we do things every day that will eventually turn a vision board into a manifestation board. Look, and if you got a financial goal, definitely post that number up. I'm telling you right now, there is no number that's too great, but it's got to be reasonable. You can't expect to have $1 million and you can't save $1. Let's get some realistic goals, but paint that number. If you want to be a millionaire, be a millionaire. Put $1 million. Find yourself an icon that has $1 million on it. And every day you work to save, invest, or do something every single day. I don't care if it's one thing. Go online and Google whatever it is. Do something every day that's going to get yourself to that next level. You better find yourself a picture of a mansion. You better find yourself a picture of someone having $1 million going to deposit. I don't know what it is, but find that visual that's going to be right for you. And then I'm going to sum up that field in kind of one thing. I call it learning Social Security. That's when you simply have a goal set for yourself. It may be a new business idea, it may be a career, it may be a promotion, it may be retirement, whatever it is. It just may be developing a new skill. Whatever it is, find that visual, that picture, that thing that will get you where you want to go. Because what we want to do now is we want to complete the visual. So I gave you a little background. I kind of talked to you about, writing things down, so when you look into the magazines or look at your pictures, you'll kind of understand what the right picture will be, so you can put it on your board so it will manifest as you see it each and every day. Now let's get into it. Let's actually start making this thing. Now I'm gonna give you the steps that you need. You should have all your materials. If you don't, I'm gonna tell you what you gotta have. I gave you the supplies earlier, what you needed. Now it's time to prepare your vision/manifestation board. So this is what you wanna do. You want to go through the magazines of pictures. You want to just find no gluing right now. We're not gluing. We're just getting everything together. We jotted down the things that we were believing that we wanted to manifest in our life, either for 2016 or beyond. And now it's time to start cutting out those pictures so we can kind of gather and just kind of place them on the space that we have for ourselves. Some of you may have a frame. Some of you may have a piece of paper. Some of you may have cardboard. Whatever you have that you're going to use, you can utilize in the space that you have. Use what's available to you. Now, after you find those pictures, step 2, you want to go to these images, lay them out in your favorite positions on the board. You can lay them out in sections like spirituality. You can lay them out in the faith, family, finance, fitness field that I showed you. You can lay them out in sections, or you can just put them all over the board. Whatever you do, it's up to you. Next, you want to glue everything down. You want to add writing. Look, if you got pen and paper and you want to write on there, look at your vision board. If you want to type it out, type it out. I'm going to give you some examples once I finish telling you this last one so you can see what some other people did. And finally, leave a space in the middle for you. That's right. Find a good picture of you. And you may find a picture of part of your vision board. Like maybe you find a picture of you, at the bank depositing $1, but really, instead of having that $1, you got $1 million. You gotta visualize yourself doing that. And finally, you want to make sure that you hang that vision board up. Look, don't sit it in the corner. You need to hang it up. If you got a frame, it's a perfect complement to either your bedroom, your house, depending on how nice you have it. Look, if you got that thing nice, it's framed in glass, let's get on some metal, some reflective tint glass or something, look, hang that thing up, be proud of it, because you are going to be so proud as you start checking those things off. Belief is going to set in, and manifestation will start happening, because you should focus each and every day doing something that's going to bring you closer to your vision. And if you see it, you'll believe it. And if you believe it, you'll do it. And if you do it, you'll get results. And if you get results, you'll do it again and again and again. Look, I'm telling you, this thing works. I mean, there's plenty of books that have talked about this. I mean, it goes all the way back to the Bible. You have to literally visualize yourself being successful. Because once you can get a picture of it in your mind, the mind is so powerful, it will figure out a way. Through faith, it will figure out a way to make that thing happen. Now look, take a look at some of these examples that I gave you. That way you'll get an idea on the finished product. But look, again, it's all up to you. Take a look at these examples, and then I want you to get started. And look, I hope you get something out of it, not just put together pictures in a frame and hang it up there. The key to making this happen is once you see it each and every day, and you should look at it, see it, visualize yourself being successful, say affirmations, and then whether it's on paper, whether it's on your phone, and whatever communication you have, do 1 to 2 things every single day that's going to get you closer to your vision of what you feel like you should be. Do 1 or 2 things that will help you be successful to get closer to that vision that you posted up. 1 or 2 things. If you see money up there, you better be doing something about saving. If you see something on there about the ideal trip, you better be researching it, and again, you better be saving for it. If you see something on your vision board that you put on there about fitness, you better be eating right. You better be at least thinking about buying 1 or 2 meals during the week. It's silly to think this thing is going to happen on its own. But if you see it, you almost have to do it, because you can't keep seeing it every single day and do absolutely nothing. 1 or 2 things is what I'm asking. Look, this is Lou Hughes. I'm signing off. Look, have a great time building your vision board to success. Just remember, you want to ultimately have that tag in, that little bit of the end that's called manifestation. It does you no good to create all this today and do absolutely nothing about it. Look, I know you're going to be successful. Look, I'm rooting for you. Play this over again, do it at a party or wherever you can. Look, spread this word to everybody. Do this with your family and see the results at the end of the year. Look, I'm looking forward to your success. I stand in agreement right now in the name of Jesus that your vision will manifest itself with your works. Faith without works is dead. Get out there and let's get going. Look, Lou Hughes, Chief Leaderologist, signing off. Take care. Talk to you soon.